A little bit of Marco versus Usopp action. I hear that Andy is undefeated this week so far. So Andy is doing really, really well on this Marco list. Loving the ducks. I wonder if they've come in handy at any point. I'm sure they have. He loves those ducks.
So these both decks have like a little removals, like how, Andy removes like a 5 range, maybe with higher with the new gates. And Swiftkill also has the reduction from the one leg toy soldier.
Exactly.
Yeah, with the Zoro there. So
and
it's
the
kind of
Zoro can
interesting.
pop some of those bigger things with that one-legged toy soldier combo.
So the new gate is basically dead.
The new gate could die
Yeah.
immediately. It'll be interesting to see how the board state is controlled on both of these players' sides, because you do actually have to keep up with your opponent's board almost more so. The life being equal 4-on-4 life. So that will be interesting. Andy doing the old cheeky bottom 5.
Yep, just choosing their cards for them. It's why don't you set up their lives as well, right?
Yeah, really. I got yelled at that at one point for that. So maybe don't.
Yeah.
Does have an interesting hand, kind of right off the bat on Andy's side. We do see a
Wow.
chopper, a shut up and come with us, a Monet,
And a Rayleigh.
and a little blocker Ricci for a little earlier game. We are just hopping, looks like straight into it. Looks like our turn 1 play, we just play a Leo. We're looking at these top 5, trying to decide what to grab. Just looking at the Rebecca, definitely taking that. We get to pick 2 cards here, so what else do you take? Zoro, good option. Karos, good option. Hard to say. Does just decide to grab the Zoro. Does need to discard a card now. Trying to figure out what is least important in this hand. Oh, good hand for Swift here. Now, Andy's up to 2 Dawn. Does he have to just use that leader ability for free? Finds another Richie. Looks like he put a Monet on top, I believe. And just passes the turn. Oh, no, you know what? He put that chopper on top, so he guarantees that he can find it. When he uses this shut up and come with us, he knows he'll have a hit on top.
Yep,
Does just
there
use the shut
goes.
up and come with us. Knows that it's there. It's guaranteed. Oh, finds the better chopper.
So, yep.
A little sad, though, to see 2 of those blocker choppers go to the bottom. He does only run, I believe, 12 hits. Wow, that's a lot of Richies.
Wow.
Wow.
That's 3 Richies.
Wow.
Oh, a red rock. That's actually very good.
Yeah, that'll be nice for those Kiroses when they start hitting the board. 3 Richies in hand is a little too many Richies.
Wow, he wants more.
Yeah,
You
but
know Andy.
he throws them on top because he knows that
Yeah.
the chopper, he's going to be able to get it off this chopper swing. So here it comes. You kind of faked us out there, a little juke action, making sure he knows what he's doing. Looking at these top 5 cards for an animal card. Wow, finds a book chopper as well.
You cannot play
We
a book
cannot
chopper.
grab with a book
Yeah.
chopper, right? So it's
Placing
at
the
the
Richie
bottom.
there is actually very clutch.
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
gives you 1 less Richie in hand, which isn't too bad. Is able to just swing out the 7 and play another one. 2 blockers already on field.
Wow. This is what the animal package does, especially with the event. It's very annoying. Sometimes you want to swing, but they might be bluffing. So,
They could be
right?
bluffing, I
Yeah.
know. And it's always a little bit of a mind game whenever you're playing against the animal package of like holding up Dawn, seeing if, if they actually have it or not. It's, I like messing with my opponents that way too.
So you played a brief Usopp, right? So who
A
do
very
you think
brief
have the
Usopp.
upper hand here?
Honestly, I mean, with how Andy's been playing today, I think that this animal package could really hold through, especially since he has some of top end. It's not the craziest top end, but I would say that his top end is better than Usopp's.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with
Usopp
that.
plays more of a mid game, really, really strong in the mid game, but towards that top end, towards the later game, when you're already seeing 2 of these Rayleighs in hand, it's a little scary.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Wow, we get the Leo swing into the Richie, and he decides to get rid of another Richie to keep with the Richie. So
Yep.
Richie Inception today.
Yep. So Richie defending a Richie. Oops. Gets an
Another
Ivankov
one.
there. Oh, the Ivankov and Monet combo is coming here.
It is. The Leo down to a 0.
Yep, playing
There's
that
the Ivanka. There's the Monet.
crazy card.
Very.
Wow, having a full board in 6 on turn, crazy. Who would have thought?
Not me.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. We're getting a little bit of nutrition as we get through our night. Most of us have not quite yet had dinner.
A little snack break here.
A little snack break. You're getting a little snack.
Interesting play here with the Monet still up. I don't think he's gonna use the ability this turn. Just keeping the 1 down up for the event that we saw in the hand. Very interesting. Let's see if Swift decided to block here or not. Yep, decided to block there.
Yeah, he wants that free card, you know.
Just to be able to
Does he
play a
remember?
card.
Did he draw his card?
He already drew off Leo.
Got
The
it, got
Leo
it.
died. Yep. Oh, another Richie swing here. Wow. Is Richie a blocker or is he a swinger? Oh, decided to minus there and then swing with Richie. Wow.
Wow, catching Dawn as well.
Wow, greedy little Andy here.
Richie, the actual goat of the deck, the best card that
Yep.
this deck plays,
Just spam Richie's and you win.
and you win. And we know a Richie, he doesn't win very much. Oh no, that's Ricky. Sorry, Ricky.
Wow.
Just flame out of nowhere. Sorry. You know, I gotta get those jabs in there while I can. Bro texted me this week, was like, "Hey, where's my deck box?" Conceded.
Wow. 4
Back
bricks.
over to Swift.
Yeah, 4 bricks for Andy though in hand.
He does have a bunch of bricks, but he's only running 8 2Ks. Just no one knows it yet.
Yep.
No one has figured out that the list has almost no counter, and you could just swing 6s forever, and it would be a problem for Andy.
Just count 2Ks out of his hand.
I don't even know if you have to count 2Ks. You can almost just safely assume that this boy never will have counter in his hand, unless it's ones.
Yep.
And, you know, he is looking at this red rock right now and just so thankful that he actually has it. Gets to trash 2 cards. Using the Zoro effect to pop the Tony Chopper seems pretty good here.
Not having a stage here is very rough for Swift Kill.
Yeah, it's definitely maybe giving him a couple of issues, not able to use the stage and having to rest the Usopp to use that Zoro ability is not the best.
Decided not to swing here.
Nope, just decides to pop the Richie back to
you
hand.
cannot swing because there's no stage. Oh.
No stage.
Yeah, he has nothing else to do here, folks, so...
Yeah, if he doesn't find the stage, it is kind of doomed. He didn't find it off of his first search.
Yep. Andy deciding what to do here. Yep,
Wow.
definitely.
Yeah, there he
Brady.
is. Trying to decide what to put -2 on, -3 on. He's definitely popping the Rebecca, it looks like, down to 6 on the Kuros.
Yeah, with Monet being able to do, yep, -1 to the Zoro, and then Leader will minus another 2 to the Zoro. It will
Putting
be,
it at a 3 is
Yeah.
rough.
It's just -3s over
All
and
these
over.
minus effects that Marco has access to at this point is very, very nice for this deck to just be able to consistently kind of bully these mid-range cards.
Yeah.
I mean, you're never countering out when it's a 3K body out of like even a 5K or 6K swing. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
And so now there it is, down to a 3K. Just decides to swing 4, gets to draw a card for free.
Wow. And he just recovered his hands just like that with Emporio.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy that you can just swing and draw and swing and draw. Definitely a kind of an issue for Swift here that he's going to have to figure out how to clear up this board. The Richie standing strong, tall, and firm.
Knowing that there's another 6K coming at their Zoro is, well, I might as well just let it go.
I would probably let
Yeah.
it go as well. I mean, you could counter out of it just because this is going to be the smaller of the 2 swings, but you know that you're probably not countering out of this 7 into life. I don't know. He's
Yeah.
actually, he's looking at these cards. I mean, He has the wow. That's a lot of one-legged toy soldiers.
Maybe counting out of this 4 to 3 is worth it.
I think I would have counted out of the
Yeah.
4 and 3, and then because
Just
then you're
yeah.
just only committing one
Yeah.
card versus these 2 cards. It's whatever. It's
Yeah.
not a huge deal, but it does make a difference of 1 card.
Wow, Andy. Going from four cards with bricks, now he's at
It looks like
Yeah, 6 cards.
Yeah,
with counters. We saw a lot of counters there.
pretty wild
Yeah.
how fast Marco can actually reload this hand.
Yeah.
Finally sees the fucking Coliseum that he needed turn 2, but just couldn't quite get there.
The recovery from this Rayleigh card is just too crazy. Like, you can be
You
way
can be
behind.
down so far.
Yeah, and then you can just play this Rayleigh. Oh, I'm back up.
Yep, I'm back.
Yeah.
Frankie coming in rested.
I think the Kyros has to bounce the Emporio here.
I think that we're going to be seeing this Coliseum played this turn.
You cannot keep letting the Emporio drawing him cards. Oh,
Are players discussing what's getting bounced? It looks like it's going to be that Richie.
Richie.
There's the Coliseum that we needed.
oh, he could swing at
It
the
is going to be
Emporio.
good this time.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. So he can definitely take out this Ivankov, definitely take out this Monet even. He has plenty of swings to swing at targets here. I'm guessing this 4 is going into 3.
Yep.
There
Monet-
it is.
Monet
Monet
dies.
down.
Wow, Swiftkill is also recovering very well here, having a 7 and a
I mean,
9
you said
coming?
it at the beginning of the game. This is really the battle of the removals.
Yep.
9 into 4 makes a whole lot of sense to me, just letting that go without a second thought. 6 into lead, I believe. It does have the 2K with the ducks. Has another duck for the extra 6K swing. But we do know that he has another one of these Rayleighs. And like you said, it does turn the game around so quickly to have Rayleigh in your hand that it's possible he can recover on this one as well. Thinking here how to do this with his leader ability as in mind as well.
Yep. Andy doing the
mental math.
mental math here, just holding his head and then
Using
solves everything.
every last brain cell that he has ever had in his entire generation. Really thinking here.
Thinking hard here. He's like,
Do I minus first? Do I minus after? Do I swing first? Do I swing later? I don't know. Should I even attach this Dawn? I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it.
I'm gonna do it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's committed.
Yeah,
All right,
okay,
all right,
okay,
all right.
He's done. He's
Yeah,
done.
he's got it. He figured it out.
Yeah.
All right, putting the Richie on top, probably just using it for that shut up and come with us in his hand. He can possibly use later. Does play the other Rayleigh. Makes a whole lot of sense. Is he able to reach that far? It's down to a 7 right now. Can only minus in another 3.
He just wants to get rid of it with the Rayleigh swing, I assume.
I would assume so. I would
Yeah.
maybe just swing your 6 first, though. I mean, you're not really needing to commit this 6 swing into it.
Ooh.
Okay, 8 into 6, with only 4 cards in hand, 3 cards in. Oh wow, it doesn't look like like we have
2
the
cards
most
in hand.
cards. 2
Yep.
cards.
And then it's
Was able to draw a card off that leader effect.
yeah. There's a 7 to a 5 coming, I assume.
Now he could just leave up this 1 extra Dawn for the shut up and come with us in his hand. We know the Richie's on top of the field, so we're on top of the deck. So he might just be thinking that way.
I think it would be better if we swing at the
At this
minus
Kyros?
4 Kyros first, because knowing that you minus 2 with your
Ooh.
leader, right?
Wow, doesn't even
yeah.
swing at it. Decides to swing
Wow.
at the Rebecca instead. Just 6
Interesting.
into 4.
Yeah.
Lets it go. Makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, that's a lot of cards to commit, especially when you only have 2 in hand.
So the Kyros is a 7K now.
Draws card for turn. He has reloaded quite a bit. I mean, up to 4 cards now. Has a couple extra options in there. Looks like we're just not quite there on the handy cams quite yet. Oh, we're back up. We're back down. We're back up.
Another Rebecca.
Swift loves to flick and hide his cards. Oh my lord!
I think
Look at
that's
this man.
That's the third Rebecca that has hit the towers.
Yeah, the third Rebecca has hit the
Wow.
towers. This is worse than 2001.
Whoa, no more
Whoa.
Kyros. He's out of
He's out of
Kyros,
Kyros.
ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Does have the Cavendish. I mean, it does allow you to draw 2 cards.
Yep.
Maybe,
And trash one. Yep.
maybe he can get off a couple of swings here. He's not in too much of a threat right now to die, but
Having that draw two and trash one is also pretty good, and then also asking a card out of your opponent's hand is also.
absolutely. There's
Yeah.
those draw 2. Found a Luffy. Maybe he wants to keep this counter, though, in his hand.
Yeah, definitely need to
Wow,
keep that
okay.
counter.
Let the Luffy go. I'm not sure if I would have let the Luffy go or the Zoro go, but he does decide to go Luffy here.
Wow. Finding a book chopper there. Wow. GG's, brothers.
Yeah, that's very nice to
Yep.
find the book chopper. He knew that he had the Richie, so he knew that he had something to grab, but the book chopper is way better for him. Has
Definitely.
a Seaquake in hand, it looks like.
Swing 6 here. Probably will take here.
I don't see any point why not. Yep, there it is. Just takes it as it finds a Jozu. And this is a 7. Now this one he is kind of thinking about. Just decides to take this one as well. Interesting. Going down to 1 life already. Draws a card. He's not in too much of danger with all of these blockers that he has.
And he has 2 Sequakes for removals. With
Yeah, 2
Jozu,
Seaquakes, Jozu. He has it's a couple of Tamas in hand.
also a blocker.
Lots of
for Richie.
options.
Yeah.
Lots of options. Does
Another
just
setup.
draw his card, trashes a Richie, it looks, or puts the Richie back on top. He knows he's swinging this book chopper, so knowing that there's a target on top of the library is super nice.
He's thinking here, how can my... Yep, Sequake's coming. Killing the Sabo there.
Yeah, not much you can do about that. Pop Sabo. Has Otama. Wow, look at these Gold Dawn. Bro is feeling the rich life this week.
Yeah, because you have to remove the Sabo, because the Sabo has the removal protection.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep, using that event.
I think a Monet and a Zozu here. bouncing
Minusing 2 on the
Osama.
Cavendish, down to a 4.
Yep.
Popping the Frankie back up to the hand.
Just to,
Gets rid of the blocker.
and
6 into 4 here. Man, that's a lot of counter.
wow, being at 5 cards, this is tough.
He is at 5 cards. I mean, you could let it go, but it's one of those cards that allows you to continuously reload. Does decide just to let it go. I think that's not the worst. You're committing as many cards as you.
Just
the 2
wanting to have
cards there
the
is-
Kiro
it's
stay
hard.
alive is, I think,
That is the
better-
priority.
yeah.
That is definitely the priority here.
Because he has to go for a game, I assume, next turn. Because Andy's at a very,
Swinging 8s into life.
yeah. It's a very crazy board state right now. How the tables have turned.
Absolutely. And that's just one piece for you. The tables can turn at any point in time. There's just so many cards that just turn the game around completely. Rayleigh is one of those, especially seeing the back-to-backs. It's really hard to recover from. Heroes making it through that turn, no problem.
So he has 3 swings here. Andy has 1 Dawn Up. You know what that is.
I wonder if he's faking it.
Started swinging
Psych,
9 here.
he was definitely not faking it.
Yep.
Finds
it
it.
Will he? Oh,
Man, there's the blocker
There's the-
chopper.
I think he went through the whole deck. That's the 2 chopper that we saw earlier, no?
Oh man,
Right?
It's possible.
Right?
It is definitely possible.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't put it past Marco to go through his entire deck at least once.
Oh.
I
Is
know there's
Swift,
Zoro.
is Swift gonna take it here? He's gonna kill the blocker? Oh, this is
The
exciting.
blocker
Wow.
gone. Trying to see how much.
11. Oh, Swift gets
wow,
the game
he
here.
does
Wow.
turn it around.
Crazy. The
That
Zoro
is
clutch.
wild.
Wow.
He really did clutch that up with the Zoro. He had it in
And-
hand, and he knew he needed it. I mean, he grabbed it off of that search earlier. Andy is just in a deep depression,
Yep.
recontemplating his entire life right now and why he is a failure. He'll
Look
be
at Andy,
walking
bro.
home. Don't you
Yep.
guys worry. Wow.
Andy being salty there.
He is
Do you see
salty.
that?
You know that he's gonna come into this room and just
Yeah.
so sad.
Yep.
So we can laugh at him all the way home.
He's gonna say, "Oh, I could have played that better.
I could have played that better.
Oh, I shouldn't have done this."
You guys know on turn 2 when I did this, I should have done this.
Yes, yeah. I should have played Richie and then keep one up for the blocker, right?
Yeah, that was a good game. That was a really good game.
That was a crazy game, yeah.